We welcome back our first guest, Maria-Cristina Fuste, Executive Artistic Director of Boundless Theater Company, a designer-led organization committed to redefining theatrical storytelling, led by women, Latinx theater makers, and other artists of colors. Boundless Theater, in collaboration with the People's Theater and Latinx Playwrights Circle, presents the world premiere of Domino Effect, a compelling new play written by award-winning playwright Marco Antonio Rodriguez and devised by immigrant artists. Domino Effect offers a poignant exploration of identity, resilience, and connection through 4 generations of New Yorkers at a domino table. And here to share more is Boundless Theater Company's Executive Artistic Director, Maria-Cristina Fuste. Hello and welcome back in studio por la primera vez.
I'm so excited to be here. Last time we saw each other, we were here virtually.
Yes.
So this is perfect. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no, thank you for making it all the way up here
Of
into
course.
the Bronx to share this wonderful, wonderful presentation that I had the privilege of being at for opening night. However, I want to share a little bit more about Boundless Theater before we start going into detail about the Domino Effect.
Yes, we founded Boundless Theater Company 18 years ago, and it came out of the need of having us represented in main stage, productions in New York. A bunch of Puerto Rican artists that came from Puerto Rico after, to go to grad school here. We got together and we created this. Slowly, it became, our identity became that designers were leading. We were the producers, the directors, casting, everything started with the designers. So that became the identity of the company.
Right. So let's just define for our audience what we mean by designer-led so that they understand. We understand because we're in the business, but I want them to understand what it is that really is your, I want to say, what stands out about Boundless Theater, really.
So everyone that is the decision makers are theater designers, costume designer, lighting, scenic designer, props designer, any design, the visual aspects of the theater, we are the ones making the decisions in the company. So our company, when we choose a play, for example, we read it and we look how interesting design-wise this show could be, how difficult, and the more difficult and the more interesting it is, that's the play we choose. So the visual aspects of the productions are very important to us. And the people leading, doing everything, even grant writing, are designers.
Right. No, and so I just want to make sure that our audience gets that because because most plays are not created that way, right?
Exactly.
And so basically, really, what you're saying is like we really pick our products according to how we're able to explore our talents outside of whatever else it is that you're all doing because you're all wearing multiple hats. However, that is definitely without a doubt a standout in Boundless Theater. I mean, the quality of the set designs that you do, the lighting design. I know you're a professional lighting designer who's in demand as well. It really loans itself to the story in a big, big way, and also the representation of the quality of the show.
Yeah, we elevate with the design, all the design, scenic, lighting, costumes, props, video, everything elevates the piece. It's another character within the piece. And for us, it's very important, the implementation of it. So we collaborate very, very closely with the directors and everyone else involved. And the designers are part of the rehearsal process, suggesting things, maybe we should change this. This door is not being used. Why don't we change it to this place? So at the end, when you see the product, it's a very cohesive product, not only visually beautiful, right, and stimulating and exciting, but also practical in a way that the director and actors feel very comfortable with it. So that's why we're doing.
No, it's lovely what you're doing, and I'm sorry if you were still like finishing your sentence there before I jumped in because right away my head jumped into like, wow. You're passing it on to the next generation, right? Through El Barrio Raíces, which for me, and we are going to get to speaking about the domino effect, but it's so important that our viewers understand that, and I know I'm coming in a little biased because my daughter has been raised through your program, and she's currently in high school, and she started with you when she was like 7. And the what you're passing on is a certain standard. It's a really high caliber of standards. I mean, you guys put on like big time quality productions that are capable of being on Broadway, really.
Thank you. So yes, for us it's very, very important to give a voice to our community and to younger generations. So we have El Barrio Raíces summer program. It's a program where it's free of charge for the kids in New York City from the 5 boroughs. And we train them for 3 weeks in acting, scenic design, costume design, dance, singing. The children participate fully on the construction and the building and every aspect of a final production that we do at the end. It's also very important that we create our own scripts based on their experiences, whatever they want to say, whatever their needs are, their heritage too is reflected on those. And that's what we do. At the end, we create this beautiful final presentation with where parents and community members go and see it and
experience
celebrate
the culmination of the program,
Exactly.
right? And you, it's amazing what you guys pull off in a matter of 3 weeks. Really, it is. And I understand you've extended the aging out time, right? Because my daughter was there from 7 to I think when she was 11 or something.
Yes.
And now it's up to 13?
Yes, now it's from 9 to 13.
Oh, it's 9. Oh,
yes.
so
Yes.
You made it older.
Well,
too.
we switch around
Right.
to give more opportunity to other generations,
Got
and that's very important for us.
Understood. And so that program is free.
Yes.
And so what is the process in registering for it?
Well, applications are open right now.
Okay.
You need to go to our website, boundlesstheater.org. The application is there. Also through our social media, you're able to download the application, fill out the application, just give some basic information, and then that's it. That's all. We just need to get those applications in, and then we will confirm that the child
They've been
is
accepted,
exactly.
right? And so, is it limited though? Like,
Oh,
it's,
yes.
it's one of those first come first serve.
Yes. Right now, we're up to 20 children, but we're like this, crossing our fingers. We might get more funding to extend it to 30 children. So we're working on that, and we are very confident that we're going to be able to expand the program.
Wonderful. That's exciting.
Thank you.
And so I'm glad that we were able to go from Boundless Theater, and we only tapped into a little bit of Boundless Theater because I know you have other programs in there,
Right.
but I really wanted to introduce El Barrio Raíces to our viewers because it is the next generation, and they're in really great hands. And that being said, Boundless Theater, as a professional theater company, has partnered up with the People's Theater and the Latinx Playwright Circle, and you're now presenting the world premiere of Domino Effect.
Yes.
And so this particular show, I want to say, the minute I walked into the theater, what stood out for me, the set.
Right.
It's a standout set. Like, it is really phenomenal. And then the experience of having the ability to view the show from both angles, right? So it's not just
It's not
a
proscenium.
traditional, right? It's not
proscenium.
it's unorthodox. It's a kind of like an experience.
Yes, so we are super excited to partner with People's Theater and Latinx Playwright Circle. And Boundless, since our background, it's mainly the visual aspects of theater, the design aspects, we brought into this production our team of designers. Scenic designer Rhina Garcia, she's a force. She's from Puerto Rico. She's currently in Chicago. And she created this pasarela, like two-sided set, which is impressive.
And so for anybody who's wants to understand that, two-sided set means like it's right in the middle. And so the audience can view it from both sides.
Right, and you can see each other.
Right, and you can see each other as audience
because
members.
then you also feel the reaction of the audience right in front of you, and it's quite amazing. Yesterday, like the other day, the day of the opening, I could see some people just sobbing and crying, but then other moments, people laughing, and it just adds to that feeling of community, and it gets you really close to the action. So it's exciting.
Which is also part of the show. The show
Of
is
course.
about community.
Exactly.
And it's intergenerational
It is.
and multicultural, because
Yes.
that Iranian, although she was referring to herself as Irania, so I felt like I was
Yes.
corrected, because we've been raised to refer to Iran as Iran and Iranian, and she was like, no, it's Irania.
Iran.
Yeah,
Yes.
soy Irania.
Exactly, exactly. So yes, this play, it's amazing. It talks about immigration, intergenerational experiences, also inclusivity, queerness. It's just, it touches so
And
many elements.
Spirituality was a huge factor in this.
Completely, completely. So it's very important, especially during these times, to hear and be a part of this kind of show. And people go there not really like, and then when they leave, they're like, oh my God, the experience touched me. And it's going to touch you in some way, no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter what your background is. So yes, we are excited about it. We already sold out, the first 2 weeks of the show, and now we extended, and we are happy to be here.
That's exciting.
Yes.
That's exciting. And so just to tap a little bit back into your collaboration and your contributions as Boundless Theater, I mean, there's special effects in it.
Oh, right.
Like,
right.
I was like,
I love that. Well, we're not going to say
that
much.
was
We're
so
not going to say much.
unexpected.
I know.
I know. That's as much as I'm giving.
Yeah. I know.
I was so impressed.
But I was watching people because I knew what was going to happen. I'm like, oh yeah, it works. It took a lot, I have to say, that special effect. I mean, we are theater makers, we're craft people, right? And that show, for example, that has that moment that needs some special effects. It took so many people to put their brains in it and experience and just gather from friends and other people to get to do it, and that's the exciting thing for us.
So she gave you
Super
guys,
exciting.
She gave you a little teaser. All right, I'll tell you this: you feel it. That's
Right.
all I'm going to give them. Is you
Right,
feel
right.
it, and we all feel it together, collectively, at the same time. That's all. Everybody. That's a good little.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
it is. And the sound design, elevates all those moments. I'm not gonna say anymore.
Yeah, no,
That's
but
it.
but the whole point is that you really outdid yourself as different companies coming together to really mount this wonderful production written by Marco Antonio, who's brilliant.
Oh, he's adorable, and he's
Layers
great.
and layers and layers in this storytelling.
Yeah, they've been developing this play for a while now, and the actors that you saw on stage were part of the development of the whole thing. So the play has a lot of them.
Right.
In the script,
Right.
and that's lovely. I mean, it's important. It's important that we honor them and their work from the beginning. And Mino Lora was the director, incredible, and they're really nice people, So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Everyone should go see it.
Well, I really, in closing, I just want to say that I really appreciated being able to experience the young lady who represented the Irania sector of the storytelling,
Yes.
and the fact that she is from originally from Iran. She was using certain I guess spiritual practices
Yes.
that come from those origins, and to see and learn from it, right? Because that's
Yes,
what it's
I
about. It's
agree.
about learning from each other. And knowing that it's coming from an authentic place. That's
Yes.
really what I
It's
was
very valuable.
Yeah, it is.
It is. The whole experience. And some other people might not know about espiritismo, el egua.
Right.
And now they got it. They also got that part of our culture.
That's right. Yeah, that was the
Okay, that's
That's
it.
I
That's
know,
it.
I know.
That's it.
That's all they got. That's all they got. But we're gonna give you a nice muffet of Funte Legua in our closing
There you go.
today, and all of this to say that there's going to be a special benefit performance on April 22nd for El Barrio Raíces. So I'll be sure to mention that to everyone because
Yeah.
again, aside from being sold out and now extended, they're offering this one particular night that is going to benefit our next generation that serve in your program at El Barrio Raíces.
Yes, April 22nd, all proceeds of that performance go to El Barrio Raíces. That's another element that is going to help us expand the program. So April 22nd at 7 p.m., we have the performance and we'll have a reception at the end that people are going to be able to meet our board members, our cast, designers, and everyone involved in the production. And the important thing is that, again, this is going to help this year's El Barrio Raíces summer program. So we look forward to seeing you all at the theater.
Lovely, lovely. Maria-Cristina Fuste, everyone. Boundless
you.
Theater. Once again, Domino Effect is currently running through April 26th with a special benefit performance for Boundless Theater, El Barrio Raíces program happening on April 22nd, all taking place at Art/New York Theaters, which is located at 502 West 53rd Street in Manhattan. For more information, visit boundlesstheater.org. All right, stay tuned. There's more open when we return.